Alright everybody, I didn't really get a good filming the last time I was trying to Cerakote some stuff, so today we will be doing these. Right, so this is my lower, stripped upper, stripped lower of course, and my handguard. Really like this handguard. I like that little stub part, as well as these polymer parts, which are just the pieces of the UBR. This is the folding little contraption, and this is the top of the UBR stock. First things first, these have already been sandblasted, degreased, gassed out, everything that you need. Next thing is going to be to spray air, get all the sand off of it, spray it. Well, I got to mix it with Cerakote, of course, and then put it back in the oven to cure, and then assemble. So stay tuned for that. Got to get our gloves on. Don't want to be touching the parts after they've been cleaned, degreased, gassed out. Don't want to put your sticky little paws on there anymore. So, got to put on some latex gloves. Powder free, preferably. Be right back. Okay, so here I am in the garage. I got my air compressor set to maybe 40-60 psi. Definitely enough to start blasting all the residual sand that's in those really fine nooks and crannies. You don't want that on any part of your finish. You know, all the prep work you did prior to will be all for naught if you forget this vital step, which is to blow clean air on all the parts to ensure that those microscopic valleys that they talk about are actually clear and give something for the Cerakote to grip and grab a hold of during the application process. Real quick, as a part of this video, it's going to be a small video within a video. So this is the microphone I currently have on top of this. I also have a selfie ring light. So for some of you guys who want to create some sort of small content, you don't need too much. Don't mind the noise. I'm going to show you what it looks like in the mirror in the bathroom, just so you guys understand what I'm actually using and my rig setup. So currently that's what you see is my camera on an Arca Swiss tripod mount right here. I've got the pretty much like a shotgun mic on top and just a quick ring light, right? So that's how it gives me that look that you see on my face. So either way, we're about to put together the what is it? Central Pneumatic, whatever Harbor Freight's brand is for the, Central Pneumatic for the HLV spray gun, 0.8 tip. This is what they recommend you use. Now, of course, you're not supposed to use one that has a plastic reservoir like this, but I've used it plenty of times. It works. Whatever, right? I don't need to spend $200 on one. If I was to spend $200 on one, I'm not going to notice when I look at the gun and be like, oh wow, was that done with a $200 gun versus the $35 one? You're not going to say that at all. So either way, I'm going to get this thing rigged up and then mix up some Cerakote, and then we'll start to spray. Alright, so we're going to be pouring 72 milliliters up to about here with the actual Cerakote part A, and then mixing in another 4 milliliters of part B, which is the hardener. First things first, shake them both up. So I'm going to start with this. It smells like pure ammonia, by the way. Give this a good tight fit. Shake it as much until all of the actual sediments on the bottom, you'll see it broke up in 2 layers. It's all one mixture. You don't have to shake it like Homer did that Duff can though.
Moron.
Okay, so I'm actually pouring 72 milliliters of the actual Cerakote mix in this. I think it's a pretty good pour. I didn't have it dripping down the side of the graduated cylinder so I could see it much better. And an additional 4 milliliters of the Part B catalyst or hardener. This is what gives it its finish. Take a little bit of a closer look here and get ready for mixing. So now we're going to shake it all up. I'm going to use this glove. I do have a little stir stick that I could put down here just to help agitate that, but I don't feel like doing that. Alright, so I'm about to go ahead and stretch out this glove and pretty much put it over the top, creating a pretty good seal. Shake it up pretty vigorously, right? And that's probably the way that duff can should be shaken up at this point. And go ahead, I'm looking on the inside because I notice it's very, very thick. Now earlier I said I wasn't going to get that metal stick, and as I'm pouring it right here, I notice it's very thick. I go get that metal stick anyway and start to have it go through the strainer a lot better. So I did that, and then after that everything was ready to go. It's time to start spraying.
Nope.
Okay, so it started to rain as soon as I opened up the garage, had everything mixed, Cerakote in the HLVP spray gun, ready to go. So currently I'm doing the handguard. To me, that's not only the largest piece, it's one of the most tedious pieces. You have to go up and down back on the pick rail to make sure you get all the edges. Those are so many grooves in between the cooling slots, things of that nature. And of course I want to put this in the oven first, all the way towards the back, so I can put the smaller pieces in closer towards the front. I am using a standard household Whirlpool oven. I'm not using anything fancy. I do not have a company or a shop. I'm not a certified Cerakote applicator. I don't really strive to be, but I've done some pretty damn good Cerakote jobs throughout my time. Currently I'm using my air compressor with the HLVP spray gun that I bought at Harbor Freight. I do know on NIC or Cerakote's website you can get a much better one, and I know it's better than what I'm currently using, but what I'm using works as well. I've used Preval sprayers, which is just a glass jar with an aerosol can and some siphon tube on the bottom of it. Anything you pour in there, it'll spray out. It works very well, but it's not going to be like this. So if you're using an HLVP spray gun with the .8 tip that they recommend, it atomizes the mixture just enough to give it that wet look that it doesn't want to run. So yes, you're gonna have an overall better finish. The spray is gonna be better. You can get in more nooks and crannies with this than you can if you use a different way. This is just one of my methods to do it. And I had the time, I had the patience, had all my PPE on finally on this one. And here it is. I'm about to wrap up my last part, and we'll call it good. All right, so I've got the main parts in the oven right now. All right, all the metal receivers, and then I have these polymer pieces right here, just hanging. They did a little bit of a flash cure, but they're just hanging and waiting to get in there at 180 degrees. So this is tungsten. This is the standard black that this came with, and that was kind of the color pattern I was going for, right? Tungsten with black. So hopefully it came out well. We'll see once I start the assembly process. All right, don't mind that noise. It's just raining outside, but I got the window open and the back door to let the draft in. Okay, it's pretty warm now. All right, so this is the finish. This is the tungsten Cerakote. Pretty nice. I really love the finish. Absolutely love it. This sprays obviously much better with the HLVP spray gun than the Preval sprayer that I did last time. I already have one, but I messed it up before, so I just decided to say screw it and do it that way. So this is the handguard as well, and when spraying I try and spray it down the pick and tuning rail this way and then also this way so I can get within the grooves of it. Underneath I got to remove these little clips I made for hangers, and the upper receiver, this part right here, same thing with the pick rail, down and back, Forward assist hole. So far this one looks pretty good. This one seems to be done well. You can see these looks like a weld. Looks like a bead of weld, although this is aluminum. Not saying you can't weld aluminum, but who knows. So either way, these are the main three parts that were done, and the polymer parts are curing now at 170, which is the lowest that this oven will go to, is 170, but it recommends 150 to 180. These are definitely cool to the touch, specifically this one because of the cooling slots. It's a good testament to this handguard by just holding it, because these two right here, because they have a thicker mass, definitely much warmer, still okay to the touch, but this right here is already very cool, almost room temperature because these cooling slots. So they do work as advertised. Alright everybody, finally the firearm is semi-complete. At least I can call it complete as far as heavy modifications. Yes, the barrel is not installed, neither is the handguard fully, and the reason for that I'll show you up close. As you can see, I'm trying to close it right now and it won't close because this piece right here that holds the ejection port cover is too long. It actually needs to be shorter. When I built a buddy's build, it was the correct length. So I'm gonna take this maybe sometime in the next couple of days, go get my portaband. I have a Milwaukee portaband, and chop that down just a little bit so the handguard can fit flush with the upper receiver. So until then, no point in me torquing this barrel down, although I could. I just don't feel like it. I would rather complete it all at once. But the Cerakote job is finished, so you can see it. There's a little bit of light on it. I don't like this ejection port cover. I might take it off, blast it, and just spray paint it black. But you can see the finish of it. I've got the Magpul M-Lock handguard, or forward stop, forward grip, good God. This is not an Atlas bipod, although it resembles it. It is definitely like a counterfeit / knockoff. I do have the real thing. I will be putting a suppressor mount. I don't know if I want to put one for my Surefire can or my AAC, so a little confused on that one. And this is what I did to the rear door and the top of the UBR stock. These are also in tungsten as well, so is the other side. It's funny, hold on, now that I don't have the barrel torqued down, surprisingly I could do that. So both of these sides are the same color, so you can see it from the back. This is the color scheme I have of it so far. I am going to put the scope on this. This will not have any sort of red dot. If it did, it's going to have one as an offset or on top of the scope. I don't want to get too crazy with that stuff. I've got normal 20 round mags. These are tracers. Don't worry about those. So yeah, this is done. I have the Geisley, not the SSAE2 or SSAE. I do have two of those, and I bought for this one, I bought just the Geisley 2-stage trigger. I've never tried the 2-stage trigger only, the one that's roughly 165. You can find it on sale for about 120. I got the one that's 240. I got two of those. So I've never tried the normal 2-stage trigger, so that's what's gonna be in here. I don't know as far as what safety I'm gonna put in here, what magazine release. It might have a standard one. It might be completely tricked out for all I know. I currently have the, is this Odin? Yeah, Odin Works extended latch charging handle. It does not have a bolt carrier for it right now, so stand by. Oh, I like how weird this is, right? Oh wow. Oh, that just feels weird. It's probably not even in there right with the spring.
Nope.
So either way, I don't have a bolt carrier for it. I might put the one that's currently in my 6.5 Creedmoor, or I'll put a Fel Zero bolt carrier in on this one. One of those two will have a Fel Zero bolt carrier. I had one before, sold it to a friend of mine, and now I have Recoil Industries 308 6.5 Creedmoor bolt carrier group. I also need the gas block, gas tube, and like I said, the muzzle device. So the gas system, the bolt carrier, I already have lower parts kits upstairs, I already have the trigger, and I have a stealth arms, similar to the JP silent capture spring. I have the stealth arms, whatever it's called, or Armaspec stealth 308 buffer. That's very similar to that. I am going to be putting a bipod on it. I might put the Magpul bipod. I already have that one upstairs in Flat Dark Earth, mainly because the stock, the pistol grip, the forward grip is going to be all Magpul. I might even throw some Imbus Pro sights on here and just, you know, somehow name it something with Maggie in it, right? I'll probably name it a female name, probably call her Margaret or something like that. And that's going to be my actual 308. So this is a Ballistic Advantage barrel, 16-inch barrel, Ballistic Advantage. It's not the Hansen profile. I don't believe they have Hansen profiles for the 308 caliber. If they do, I might be wrong. But it is like the standard, you know, 1 in 10 twist. So 5R rifling, all of that jazz. I like it. I do like these K2 Plus, the rubberized version. I have one or two that's not rubberized in Flat Dark Earth or maybe even black, but I do prefer the rubberized version for sure. So this is my new Cerakote build, or 308 build that's Cerakoted. Not fully complete, but complete enough for this video. So let me know what you guys think. Should I even call it Margaret? Should I name it something else? And I will show you a complete build next time. I might not have the muzzle device on there to shoot. If I do shoot it with the muzzle device, I don't know, we'll see. But gotta get it sighted in, gotta get a bolt carrier, although I already have one upstairs. Like I said, I might just put that one in here, but I can't do any of that until I finally fix this handguard, which is shaving down this ejection port cover door rod. So that's my video, hope you like it. It's PhDarien, and I'm out.